So you might have heard about this. Twitter was going crazy over this yesterday. Basically, Grok 2.0 came out yesterday, and you probably had a chance to play around with it. And it's super fast, isn't it? Like you can type a prompt to get answers straight away, whereas in like ChatGPT, you have to wait a few seconds for it to load. It's even faster.
The images. I tested the images and some good things about it, some really bad things about it. I guess we'll check that out a little bit later.
Yeah, I was gonna jump to images in a little bit actually, but just talk about the new features that it has and also how it compares to other LLMs. But just on the face of it, according to the blog, like it's not. I didn't test it that much, so I can't confirm this. But it's the Grok 2.0 is a lot better. It's a lot better at reasoning and kind of identifying missing information in the kind of data sets that you give it. And it can also reason through sequences of different events, which is something that a lot of other models really struggle with from what I can see.
Yeah.
And
was there a benchmark test?
In terms of how it compares against the competitors, yes, I've got the benchmark, and it probably looks similar to what we've already seen, but you probably have to tilt your head a little bit to read all the different models that they've got on there. And Grok 2.0 is actually over here. So it's called SUS column R for some reason. And as you can see, it's actually a little bit better than GPT-4 Mini and Claude 3.5 Sonnet at the overall LEO score. It's
impressive that they actually have the ChatGPT 4.0 latest, the one that there was this new model that came out from ChatGPT this week as well, that were kind of like, it was just a secret bump up in quality in ChatGPT, but yeah, they actually have it on this ELO score as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, and apparently it's beating all the other LLMs. I think you've got it on your list, haven't you? The latest model. And to be fair, if they didn't tweet about it, nobody probably would have noticed, because there's like such a small increase in performance. But yeah it's there. And as you said before, they love doing this. So basically you got a graph and it starts at 1200 and then obviously goes up to 1330. And then if you look at the plots themselves, like you can see like how much different they are. Like if you compare the first position to last, but actually it's only like 100 or something on this ranking. It's just probably not a lot.
Yeah, so little.
Yeah, they just love showing it like this. And then the images, the main kind of parts, and the parts that everybody went crazy over the past day or so on Twitter. And I've actually got some examples of what it can do, but let's just talk about the technology behind it. So XAI have obviously been talking to probably a few companies, and they actually struck a deal with a company called Black Forest, which, if you remember, is a company behind the Flux image generator. So
can you show the announcement?
That's the reason that everyone is going crazy about it. And the official announcement, so it came out yesterday as well. Welcome to the forest.
This makes me super excited. Like we did the last episode, literally the last podcast we did, we had the kind of unveiling of Black Forest Labs with Flux. That was amazing. And I actually used it on the intro of the podcast as well, because it was so good at text generation. And now that they've been able to partner with X and Grok, it's beautiful to see this completely new section of the market kind of take over DALL-E 3 and Midjourney and create their own little space here that makes kind of Elon and X and Grok stand out. Really, really awesome.
Yeah, it's a huge move from both of those companies. But is it better than Midjourney? Probably at some aspects, but it's still pretty realistic. And I've actually got some examples. I've got this thread here with the different pictures and images. And as I said, the text. Beautiful. I don't think many of the other image generators would be capable of generating text like this. And I don't think, I'm almost convinced Midjourney wouldn't be able to do this.
No, it can't. And Dolly 3 can't also. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to use it for the podcast intro, because it's like make a sign that says AI Andy podcast. So it's like it was the only option that I really could use to get these text generations.
Yeah, so super handy tool, and the quality as well. Like just
please generate an emo MySpace profile picture from the year 2006.
I was just reading the prompt. Yeah,
bro, it looks so real.
It does, like it's almost like a real picture. There you go. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris. And then again, like blend different styles together. So I've got pretty insane stuff. I love this one.
This one is crazy. And it's copyrighted content as well. I tried it on copyrighted content, and yeah, it does copyrighted content. So I'm not sure if they are right around the corner from a lawsuit. We'll see.
I mean, we know the history of a lot of the AI companies, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
There you go. So, some more examples. Yeah, the image was probably the main kind of the most exciting parts from all of this. So if you've got the access to X Premium or Premium Plus, I think it's called, then you're gonna be able to use Grok 2, and they've also got Grok 2 Mini, which is a little bit faster and maybe less quality model. So we've got those two you can choose from, and some more benchmark data, and that's pretty much it for Grok.
Yeah. So how you get access to it is just on X or Twitter. You just go to the left side and click on Grok, right?
Yeah. So if you've got, as I said, if you've got premium access, you can just it will be on the left hand side here. So you can just click on it, and there you go.
And yeah, some of the more sketchy things about it was, can you write to it now, like make an image of Obama with a gun and a cigarette in his mouth. And by the way, there's nothing political here, but it's just showing like how deep fakes and sketchy thing can be made by it.
Yeah, can we show this on? Yeah, I think we can. With a cigarette in his.
Yeah, we're just demoing the product Grok 2
live with a cigarette, right?
Cigarette and a gun in his hand. I think that should be fine, right? YouTube doesn't. We're just demoing a software product.
we're just showing how it works. So
yeah, exactly.
Please bear with us,
because I did this exact prompt before, and I'm kind of surprised that it's able to do this. And for me, I think that this should be not allowed to actually be able to generate images like this.
On one hand, yes, but then obviously that gives you, I guess, more freedom to maybe create what you want, as long as you don't use it for any shady.
And that's what I think it's going to be, and that's where I really think that it's going to be used for. If you can, they're a public figure, but you can place them anywhere. Maybe you can just click on the history. I had it in the history. It's like on that chat history. Sure. And
like making that one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one was another one that I tried. Yeah, you just go to the top there. Just go to the top. You'll see. I just tried to do copyrighted things that are kind of weird and crazy that ChatGPT would never let me do this.
No way.
And here is Winnie the Pooh tripping on shrooms and taking more pills. So
I don't think the AI quite saw your vision there, but
yeah, no, it needs to be even more crazy. And then I was like, okay, there can't be any way that he can do a gun and a cigarette in his mouth. And then I just kept saying, make it crazier or make it more badass.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty disturbing. I tried to make a logo as well, and it is using Flux. So
when you said make it crazier, yeah, it actually came back to your previous image, right?
Yeah. I kind of meant the AI logo to be crazier, but yeah, it went back to Obama
you can actually highlight and ask about the specific image, right? Ask Grok.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they have some extra features there.
I didn't know you can do that, but
yeah, they're adding things into X, now getting better. It has been a long waiting for us because Grok 1 pretty horrible, not really great. I didn't use it that much at all.
yeah.
But we'll see. I have to definitely test it a little bit more to see what I think about it. But if it's up to the par of ChatGPT 4 mini, it should be pretty decent in just doing normal everyday things. I would love to do a bigger comparison of it.
Yeah, and according to this chart, it clearly is. So yeah, it will be interesting to see the comparison between all the big models and how they compare with the everyday kind of prompts that you use. So yeah,
Yeah.
Grok 2. And well, according to Elon Musk, we could probably expect the 3 to come out by the end of this year, but the time will tell, I guess.
Wow. I can't wait for that.
Mm.